An UNHCR official visits Tzu Chi Turkey offices to learn and seek future cooperations. Tzu Chi cooperates with Taiwan's National Disaster Relief Center to carry out more efficient work. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. In Turkey, an UNHCR official visits Tzu Chi Turkey offices. The official hopes to understand how charity organizations cooperate and eventually work with them in the future. When the official went to the Menahal School, he was welcomed by Syrian children.
Two guests from UNHCR and WALD have visited the Menahal School. These Syrian children, whose eyes shine with glimmer, welcome them with a song.
Dersler nasıl? Şimdi bugün okulu bitirdiniz, eve gidiyorsunuz, doğru mu? Ben o zaman kısa kesip hepinize başarılar diliyorum. Bizi ağırladığınız için teşekkür ederiz.
Tzu Chi Turkey Liaison Office is the first NGO visited by UNHCR official in Istanbul.
Sultan Gazi ilçesi içinde işte mültecilere...
Coming here, we hope to understand how charity organizations in Sultan Ghazi operate and the kind of services they provide for international refugees. The UN wants to coordinate everyone's resources and see how we can work together in the future.
Sağlamak için bir çalışma yapmayı düşündük.
1999.
The first time we provided service in Turkey was in 1999. We built 300 prefabricated houses and 200 tents in the earthquake area Golak.
300 tane prefabrik ev yaptı ve 200 tane çadır düzce yaptı.
Kaç tane?
He wants to thank us for helping him. He does not know how to express the rest.
In Turkey, Tzu Chi has provided earthquake disaster relief and help the Syrian refugees. The more it does, the heavier its responsibility.
While Tzu Chi has about 10 million donating members, more than 95% of them are not rich people. Our donations come from the donating members putting their change into the coin bank. We also help the children working in the factory pursue education.
Currently, there are more than 3,000 Syrian children studying at Menahal School. They attend classes either in the mornings or in the afternoons. Tzu Chi volunteers will continue to spread love in Turkey.
Namibia is a Christian country. South African Tzu Chi volunteers have faced a few obstacles in spreading the dharma into this country. However, these volunteers did not give up, and Tzu Chi's concept of great love has materialized with more blessings and compassionate work on behalf of local residents.
This line of people give a warm welcome for South African Tzu Chi volunteers who are visiting after 10 months apart. Everyone squeezes together in this tin shack.
This is our master, Master Changyan.
Believing that the great love should exist without bounds, these volunteers in a Christian country are also willing to learn Buddhist etiquette.
Make the people live peacefully in your community. Then the third one is no disasters in the world, which it means when the people have got the clean hearts and the people are harmonized, there will be no disasters. Because some of the disasters are caused by us.
Following the Dharma doesn't involve just sitting, as these individuals were encouraged to get out in the community and do works on the behalf of others. Volunteers brave 35-degree heat and dirt roads to pay home visits. In this arid area, many seriously ill individuals live, with one household in a valley and one uphill, testing the physical strength of volunteers. One disabled girl does not go to school. This visually impaired person lives independently at home. These second-hand clothes donated in Durban, along with aid from all over the world, are given to these households in need, warming their hearts. The boy with cerebral palsy receives rice and smiles happily. The aid that these volunteers bring show their unlimited love, and the smiles of gratitude are the biggest blessings that volunteers can receive.
Namibia.
The outbreaks of Ebola virus disease affected many people in Western Africa in 2015. Tzu Chi started to implement their assistance programs. Recently, they have been helping renovate a ward for a public hospital in Freetown, Sierra Leone, hoping to provide better care for women with terminal illnesses.
They had this view that they wanted to do something for Connaught. They wanted to renovate a ward. It came to Ward 9. They chose it even though it was really in a very, very bad state. And for us, it's really special.
This entire facility was being overhauled. As you can see, it looks really very new. We did a 6 feet tiling. And mainly because we want to make sure that the tiling is easier to clean. We installed those ceiling fans and changed the roof. These beds actually came from Tzu Chi, and we ensured that each bed has a fan. The electrical system was very bad. They had to pierce the wall, redo everything, and just make it look like the way it's supposed to be. We also have a special intense care room, which also has a bed, which is mainly for nurses who will be spending the nights. All the nurses now are crumbling to actually be placed into this ward.
The ward was not equipped. We did not have so many things to work with. We used to fan them with our hands. We used to use paper to fan the patients. We used to go and find chair for them to sit on. But now we have new things here. I'm happy. I'm the happiest nurse today.
I want to thank the Buddhist Foundation Tzu Chi for loving the people of Sierra Leone and caring for our needs.
Without Caritas Freetown, without DaAi Foundation's coordination, without Hidi Foundation's dedication, no way this project can complete it.
The fact that all these organizations that partner, it's people-centered, it's the marginalized center, and so it's going to give them dignity. And so for me, when you restore dignity of a person, you empower somebody, for me, it has fulfilled our mission and our goal.
This is just the beginning. From Ebola, we provide the disaster response. Now we move into the long-term relationship partners, and we provide the Hope Project to the community in Sierra Leone.
Tzu Chi volunteers went into the heavily affected mountainous areas of Chimanimani to distribute blankets for disaster survivors. However, the ongoing rain has made it difficult to organize the distribution with continual changes. There was no electricity and clean water. In the dark, volunteers boiled water to cook the instant rice.
Oh, shake.
It's very delicious. Very delicious.
Is this the first time you have this?
No, it's first time, but some of these places it's first time.
I think that we can understand the pain of affected residents this way. We're lucky that we still have food to eat, as many of them have been hungry for days. We're extremely content and thankful.
At dawn, it started to rain. Volunteers turned the packaging of these blankets into raincoats. Since the car was stuck in the mud, volunteers formed a transport line with their hands and carried the blankets to the distribution spot. However, the ongoing rain made them change the distribution line again and again.
It's raining heavily now, and all of these people are waiting.
Many affected residents also joined the line to help move the blankets in hopes of accelerating the distribution process. In Taiwan, National Science and Technology Center for Disaster Reduction has signed a cooperation agreement with Tzu Chi Turkey Foundation to create a disaster information platform. This way, Tzu Chi can carry out disaster relief work more efficiently.
When Jiayi was devastated by heavy rains last year, local Tzu Chi volunteers waded in water to enter the disaster area. Traditional disaster relief work takes up much time and manpower. Selected individuals range from volunteers' offices to care recipients. Big data and technology disaster relief can analyze the most updated information using geographic data.
The disaster information net coordinates the research results of all the government and research organizations in the country. I think after this platform is established, we will provide information for government institutes and civil organizations.
With disaster prevention information, we can quickly and simply draw the physical location of the disadvantaged families who are more susceptible to disasters. Then we can quickly go visit or call them to provide care.
To deepen the exchanges, the two parties have signed a cooperation agreement, which includes training professional staff.
The professional lecturers at the National Science and Technology Center for Disaster Reduction can provide us with educational training. We can then maintain our exchanges with other volunteer organizations.
Now that we are able to realize our goal and sign the agreement with Tzu Chi Charity Foundation, we'll do our best to provide the foundation with needed resources.
While natural disasters are inevitable, the government working together with other NGOs to provide disaster relief is a big step forward.
Tzu Chi continues to cultivate compassion from all over the world to help flood-affected residents in Eastern Africa. Children in Canada, Brazil, and Dominican Republic also contributed their share and sent blessings to Eastern Africa.
Yo deseo para que ellos puedan ir a la escuela, puedan hallar su familia, puedan tener un hogar y puedan tener comida para comer. Yo le digo a ellos que ellos quieren encontrar una casa donde vivir y estar en una escuela para estudiar. Le mando un mensaje a ellos que confíen en Dios, que Dios les va a suplir todo lo que ellos necesitan.
These are blessings from the children of Tzu Chi La Romana School. The man who is cultivating compassion is a Tzu Chi school graduate. Now he's a college student who continues to receive Tzu Chi's financial assistance. 10 years ago, he also gave of himself after Typhoon Morakot.
After Typhoon Morakot, I told my family I wanted to donate money to help the affected residents in Taiwan. They immediately gave me money without any hesitation. They said since we had received help from others before, we should also pay love forward.
Students of another local school also respond with donations.
We have learned from Tzu Chi to carry out the act of giving. I give not only if I have extra money, I can also share what I have now. No one should be too poor to give.
para darle a otra persona.
After the floods in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Tzu Chi went to the disaster area near the Rio Tietê to distribute food and cleaning supplies to affected residents.
Most of the things that the affected residents need, such as mattresses, disinfection solution, and foods, have been delivered here by Tzu Chi volunteers. I'm very grateful to the volunteers for coming from afar to help us.
At the distribution site, a video about the floods in Eastern Africa is also played. Many participants have been inspired to contribute their share. The children in Canada who live a relatively fortunate life pray piously for the affected residents in Eastern Africa.
People in Africa live a very difficult life, and now they have to rebuild their homes. Seeing other people suffering, we can see that we're very fortunate. We hope they can get back on their feet as soon as possible. We also hope that they can quickly rebuild their homes and the children can go back to school soon.
The cycle of love and compassion crosses borders and time.
Tzu Chi will be holding a Buddha Day ceremony at the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall on May 12th. The volunteers had gone to several Buddhist temples in Hsinchu to invite the Dharma masters to the ceremony.
Master Haitao presides over a ceremony at the Puyuan Buddhist Taoist temple, which is attended by 700 worshippers. Tzu Chi volunteers present the Buddha Day ceremony invitation to the master and also inform him about Tzu Chi's assistance to flood victims in Eastern Africa. Master Haitao supports Tzu Chi's action.
We must be grateful towards Master Zheng Yin's great compassion to the world. Buddhism emphasizes great mercy to strangers and great compassion to all. So no matter what kind of people they are, what religion they believe, or what race or country they belong to, as long as they are in suffering, we must realize our compassion.
The volunteers go to Chaoyin Temple, where a hall for four-faced Buddha and a bronze statue of Compassion Bodhisattva give majestic atmosphere. Master Wu Chan has attended Tzu Chi's Buddha Day ceremony several times because he supports Tzu Chi's efforts in promoting Buddhism.
Tzu Chi has been holding the Buddha Day ceremony at the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall for 12 years. Many people have attended them, including non-Buddhists. It has incredible merit.
Master Xing Yan broke his left arm from a fall, but he said that he will attend the ceremony.
For example, when you came out to visit these venerable masters of different schools, you learned a lot too.
Tzu Chi will hold the Buddha Day ceremony on May 12th. He hopes to inspire more people to practice their compassion and live out the Buddhist teachings.
Dominican Republic is a popular tourist destination, but far from the bustling cities, there are unsightly parts of the country like landfills. The latter is the community which Tzu Chi has served for the past 20 years. Many of these students tried to pay back the kindness when Taiwan was ravaged by Typhoon Morocco 10 years ago. Let's meet them.
50 pesos, pero con 50 pesos tú puedes comprar muchas cosas. ¿Tú no usaste eso para la cafetería? No. ¿Por qué? Porque yo quiero algo.
Ahora mismo no me recuerdo de mucho, pero...
I remember a ceremony for model student. The squad asked if we wanted to donate. I asked this to my brothers and they took up money without saying anything. The name of my squad is Universidad Federico Henrique y Caravat. Every day I get up at about 5:30 and prepare to go to school. At 6 I go out and wait for the bus. It takes about 15 minutes, and the total travel time can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour.
10 years ago, Ezekiel was a former model student at the school, and now he is a college student.
Which department do you study now? Industrial engineering. Which industry do I want to work in the future? I want to work on maintenance duties in the future, like a professional technician who repairs planes. I know that I will have to work hard step by step to get to this level.
It's not difficult to go to college. It's actually hard to get the tuition fees. Fortunately, Tzu Chi once again stepped in and offered assistance.
Tzu Chi really helped us a lot. They have also helped other families. I have 5 children in my family who have studied till 8th grade and then graduated.
Me siento bien, alegre, porque
Originally, I wanted it to be like my brothers and go out to find work. Later, my mother said that I could continue studying. She wanted to see me keep studying and would be happy if I could graduate from college.
While he is a Christian, he puts faith in Jingsa aphorisms and loves this particular message the most.
Tener dos manos útiles y rehusar a trabajar es lo mismo que no tener ninguna manos.
This is a photo of my high school graduation. Thank God for every teacher who taught me.
Rainey was also an excellent student who graduated from the Tzu Chi school. She lives in a sheet metal house with no toilet, but she has no regrets in life, only gratitude.
I want to thank God for allowing me to study at university, as well as many short-term professional courses.
For the moment, she can no longer afford tuition fees, so she has no choice but to suspend her studies temporarily.
Someone asked me what support I needed. I thank God now that Tzu Chi is allowing me to do this, which makes me feel satisfied. I sincerely thank you. I don't want to ask anyone else to help me. I've been very satisfied with Tzu Chi's support.
She believes in her own ability to work to earn money to change her current predicament, as she really wants to go back to college.
I'm now studying law at the university. I'll try my best to complete my studies, find a stable job, and become a lawyer in the future. Ultimately, I want to have my own law firm so I can rely on my own abilities. I want to buy a house and take care of my parents, children, and other family members.
Now that the roads leading to this former garbage dump have been leveled, you can see many large-scale construction projects everywhere. Locals are also inspired to move out of their shanty homes into concrete structures, as the key to success for many here is simply access to education.
At the Tzu Chi Academy of Humanistic Studies in Toronto, Canada, a special activity was held to promote a healthy vegetarian diet. Teachers made food that is not only colorful but also good for the environment.
Teachers are assisting those who need help, while others are able to manage this task independently. Snacks such as fruit, sushi, and desserts are made at the Tzu Chi Academy of Humanistic Studies in Toronto. This is part of an annual vegetarian activity where students also have to pass a simple Chinese test to sample it.
I eat meat like very rarely or not very often. So vegetarian is actually very healthy, easy to eat, and there are so many choices. And at the school, we just finished some vegetarian food, and all the classes had to make something that had no meat in it, and they did a really good job, and it looks really nice.
A number of VIP guests were invited to try some of Tzu Chi's vegetarian food.
Every day I try to eat a vegetarian meal or try to increase the amount of vegetables. This can be a great help to the earth.
This event inspired more people to consider vegetarian options and a better diet to help Mother Earth.
Over 600 DaAi mothers gathered at Sanchongqing's the hub for the Northern District DaAi Mother Expo to share teaching materials and medical knowledge. We'll leave you with these images and thank you for joining us. Goodbye.